Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from Run the Foot Market. Welcome back to another video on the channel. Guys, I am so happy to be done with the Weekend League. Best of luck to all of you guys who are finishing up the Weekend League today. I do wish you guys the best of luck with your remaining games. I know how the grind is. The state of the servers this weekend, as I mentioned in my video last night, it's unacceptable. It is unacceptable. But we are officially done with the Weekend League. We finished on 28 wins for the third weekend in a row. Just so you guys know in the updates, which is pretty good. So I have another Elite One rewards for you guys this week. We sold the team. I sold it overnight. Some of it sold, some of it didn't. The guys that I'll keep in the team is like Militao, Dembele, Allen. I mean, these guys will be in the team when I buy it back. So it's not really worth it to sell these guys because they're already down a ton and they're not even worth that much. And a lot of you guys asked me about Griezmann. He was okay. Off the bench, he was all right. You know, he contributed a little bit, but nothing crazy. But definitely my best super sub at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys the trade pile. And I woke up and I did some trading. So I woke up with 4.5 million coins. And I'm going to walk you guys through some of the flips that I had. Because I'm trading with some low budget icons right now, which is a ton of fun. So this Giggs I bought at 315. So this will be like 20K. I bought this at 280, which is going to be like 8K. Not that much. This Closa is like about 15K. Hullet, we lost coins on, right? We bought Hullet on Friday at 1.2. But we minimized the loss a little bit. I think we only lose like 30 or 40K, which is not terrible. This card we made 10K on. This card we made 25K on. This card we made 20K on. And then Messi we made like almost 100 and... I bought Messi at 117, so we made like 180K on Messi. Now, it sucks to sell him, but... And then we only lost like 15K on Varane, which is really good because, again, I really overpaid for Varane. So, we got some of the team sold, which is good, obviously. And then we're looking to sell more of the team. Now, as you guys can see on my transfer list, there's a ton of stuff. And this morning, the panic was insane. Harry Kane... Some of the past Team of the Weeks right now are getting panic sold like crazy. It doesn't even make sense to me. Harry Kane was from the Team of the Week before this Team of the Week, Team of the Week 5, and I was able to get him at 80,000 coins today, man. Yesterday he was 93,000 coins. So crazy prices going on right now on the market for some players. I got a Havertz at 135, and then as you guys can see as well, we're trading a ton more icons that are overnighted. These were all overnighted and they still haven't sold. And Neymar still hasn't sold. What I did for my team when I listed it, I didn't list my team cheap at all. I listed my team at like pretty much what I did was I looked at yesterday's prices and I said, okay, what was the highest that some of these players hit yesterday? And that's what I listed it as, a little bit higher than that. So I kind of went a little bit lazy with my team sales because I do want to maximize the coins with these players. And then this morning as well, I picked up an 90 Pirlo fresh, who was 870 yesterday. I didn't get him to sell right there on that hour, and he is really down today. But I think I'll be able to flip him later today for some really good profit because it is a fresh Pirlo. I'm gonna kind of list it here, but you know we're trying to take little profits when we can, and that's what I'm doing right now. And then you guys can see my watch list. A lot of cards here. I've been watching a lot of icons today. There's a big sell off at the moment. It's not gonna last all day. The fact of the matter is that people do have to play Weekend League, and the selling does stop at a certain point, which I want you guys to understand as traders. This selling doesn't go on all day. So when it does happen, you guys got to try to take advantage of it. Today, I'm not really expecting too much. I mean, I think we may get a little content at one. Sunday is usually a no content day. And then tonight is the Squad Battle Rewards. Squad Battle Rewards can drop some of the cards in packs. A lot of the times what it will do is the cards out of packs will drop. So that's something as well. But yeah, I'm more looking this morning at cards that are out of packs that are getting panic sold. That to me is like the most appealing thing that you can do this morning. So like 85K for Harry Kane with a Hunter, right? And the reason why this is a really good buy, I'll show you guys on Flippin just so you guys can get a sense of why I like that so much. 93K yesterday, and today he hits a high of, let's say, 92, 93, right? So when you get this card, and you guys can all see yesterday it's like 96, 95, right? When you get Harry Kane with a Hunter, right? And this is why I always talk about you guys, man. Like the undercuts with the good chem styles. When you get him with a Hunter, it allows for you to be able to sell him for more coins. It's very simple. You can now sell Harry Kane for more coins. Now, let me explain to you how that works. So let's go ahead and let's look at Hunters right now. And I didn't even buy it with a Hunter. I actually like that price anyways. So take a look at Harry Kane with a Hunter on the market, right? 90.5? No. So we already know that we're making coins after tax already, right? 93. Let's see what that one is. 93. So that's been listed for 2 minutes, which means it's going to sell very quick. Let's check out 94. So you want to list always like the second or the third highest. So we'll take a look at the 95. So 95 looks about right. 94.5. That looks like about the price that I'll be able to get Harry Kane sold out for. So we'll go to the club and we'll look up Harry Kane, which is what I'll do right now, and we just sent him to the club. So look, imagine I get this at 80, but realistically, that's a nice little 5K. I mean, it's not crazy money, but guys, you gotta understand, man. Every coin is every coin, right? Like that's what you gotta be. What just sold? Pirlo? And this is the idea of Pirlo, man. Pirlo fresh is crazy rare. That's why that probably just insta sold. So that Pirlo after tax, we probably made like 15K on. 45K tax, 15, something like that, which is not bad, right? It's like coins are coins. And that's why I told you guys, now you guys are being able to see my trade pile and being able to see what happens when I actually have coins. I haven't had coins, man, for like 3 weeks. So now I'm able to kind of trade in different ways. Is that one on the market? No. I'm able to move my coins in different ways than I was when I had a team. And it's really, really nice. Now, there's a ton of cards that are really, really low today. Mars is really low as well. I'm watching all these, man. I got my eyes on all these cards, man, because all these cards are in demand, and there's been this constant sell-off Sunday morning, and then the market like flies on Sunday night. So I'm really watching this closely. What I should look at as well, and I don't look at these enough, is the UCL cards. Those cards are probably really good to trade with on Sundays. I don't watch those cards, though. That's my problem. I just don't really watch them. But if you guys are traders or watching my video and you're looking for ways to trade, what I would do in the sell-off, go look at those UCL cards, man. I'm sure that those guys are extremely, extremely profitable. So that's probably a decent window to trade. And then what I'd be doing right now is I'm kind of rotating through a lot of these past team of the weeks. I'm checking out some of these prices, seeing what looks good, what doesn't look good. And that's how Sundays are, man. Sundays, you got to treat as a sell-off day. This is kind of like the last day that people will sell their teams. And again, I talked about it last night. Today, like this weekend is like the end of a qualifier, right? So it's a big deal because people are going to sell off their top tier teams. So a lot of people who are playing in these qualifiers are going to finish today or they finished yesterday, and they're all undercutting each other at the moment, trying to sell their teams, which does make for, just for you guys, man, in my opinion, just a massive opportunity to make coins. Now, current cards, current team of the week, all that, I'm not really interested in that stuff yet. We got to let that stuff drop. As you guys can see, the trend with the market at the moment is heading downwards, right? So let that stuff drop. But continue to watch these cards, especially early on cards, right? Like there's nothing wrong with going back. Team of League 1, right? Team of League 1 is a card group that is really, really rare. So if you guys can see some deals in the Team of League 1, I'm going to go take a look at Sadio Mane right now. That's what I would do. That's what I would be, a little bit focused on right now, doing than other things. I think it's a really good way to make coins at the moment. I got to familiarize myself with these UCL blues because they are very, very volatile in their movement. They go up and down a ton. What I also want to look at is gold cards right now. How are the gold metas doing? So, like, for example, Kevin De Bruyne. Okay, so golds are down a good amount right now. Now, if we don't get anything today at 6 p.m. or 1 p.m., for whoever, time zone that is, 3:08. Wow, so he's down about 20K. Then the market will fly. I think there's no reason it wouldn't fly. It's so funny how much things depend upon 1 p.m., but they do, man. Like, they really do. EA has now this year, like, the full ability to control the market, and it's impressive, but it's a reality. These guys at any point in time can control the market, which is crazy. Something that is currently in this team of the week that is surprising me a lot is this price, man. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I'm not saying that this is a buy, but this dude is 14K. I mean, I don't even understand how that is possible, but it is, man. He's 14K on the market. I don't even understand that, but wow, is that mental. It's just, to me, that price is like, I don't even understand that. I don't get how Lautaro Martinez is that price, but I guess people are willing to sell him at that price. So that's all I could really say. Now, when will I buy my team back? I don't know. I think I'll probably buy it back Thursday night or Friday morning. I think I'll buy it back like Friday morning. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to overpay for it, but I think the reality is with my team is that I will overpay for it, but I'll be able to sell it the following week for profit, if you guys understand that. So the trends of the market is like, if I bought my team Thursday, I think it's Thursday after rewards, or Friday morning. I got to try to buy it Friday morning, so if there's any like panic, because people will sell teams low on Friday mornings because they get scared about what's going to come out as a promo. So I think I got to hope that like I could get in a window there, still be okay to like break even on it Friday night or Saturday, and then when the market drops Saturday, Sunday, just ride it out and then sell the team the following week. But that means that if I'm going to do that, I have to go hard with trading this week, and that's why I sold the team, guys. So I have to push myself, and I think this week when you guys see my uploads and all that, you're going to basically log on every single day and see me just going crazy. I'm going to really go hard this week. I got it. I have to, because I'm already behind a bit. because of my team. So now for me, it's all about catching up. Can I get to that point that I want to be at? There's a big emphasis for me on that. So I'm going to try my best to get back up there. Thank you guys as well, man, for all the support in the channel recently. Like, I cannot thank you enough. The support has been crazy. So just wanted to say a shout out to you guys. And then I think another big thing in my comments, I'm going to try to see if I could get another Hurricane to show you guys. Another big thing has been like the chem style trading and like how to do it and, you know, how it all works. So I'll try my best to go show you guys right now. I showed you guys this in another video, but very, very effective method to trade right now, using chem styles, right? So take a look at like Toby Alderweireld, right? And you would go look at the cheapest with a shadow. Like shadows and hunters are really good to do this with. So his cheapest with a shadow is 17.5k, 17k. Right, 16.75. Now, what does he sell for without a shadow? He sells for 14 or 15k, right? So you guys can see there's about a 2 to 3k differential between his shadow sale price and his gold sale price. So what you should do, you can do it player by player, or you could also get on like a filter and just look up like on that filter shadow players. What I would do is I would, with Outerworld, then I would sit there and try to get a shadow one at 15k, right? Because people will look on Footbin after adding the shadow chem style on the player. They will just list it up for whatever the cheapest price is on Footbin. So a lot of the time, you guys will be able to get really good deals with these cards with shadows. It's like a very effective way to trade. And a lot of people have been asking me, Nick, how do you do it? So as you guys can see there, we get Toby Alderweireld with a shadow for 13.75. Now, as you guys saw, the cheapest with a shadow is 16.75. So right away, we're going to make like 3,000 coins on that card. Well, there's going to be a tax, but if I really want to be patient, I'm going to list at 17k. I'll make like 2.5 after tax. So you can individually search if you wanted to. And then what I would do is I would just do this with like a rotation of players. I wouldn't even do this with like one player. You can move on after that and say, hey, I don't want to do, you know, I want to do another player besides Toby. Let's go and look at like Vertonghen. I think that that's like another way you could do it. And then you could go see what's the cheapest for Vertonghen's with a shadow. So the cheapest is about 17k. Now you go and you got to go figure out, okay, now that I have that info, like what does Vertonghen as a gold sell for? And so then you would go look, and he sells for like 15 or 16. So actually his differential is not as much. That's a really good deal. So 15.5, you see that? So I could sell that at 18. And so he's about 15.5. So what you guys could then do, and what I would do, is I would do, let's see how well this filter can work. Belgium, center back for Spurs with a shadow. And on this filter, we could get 2 players, which is really nice. I never even did this, actually. But this is a pretty nice filter. So 17k seems to be where these guys will insta-sell at. So if we got anything at 15.5? 15.5 is about right. Let's do 15.75 because I think worst case scenario, we could always sell Outerworld at 17.250. So we'll try this out and we'll see how this works for like a few minutes. It could work. Let's see how well it works. I mean, I've never done this, but you could do this with teams. I don't think there's another center back from Belgium for Spurs. As I'm a Spurs fan, I should know that. But yeah, this is a way that I think you could get more of what... Oh, don't reset the filter. Okay. This is a way of where you could get more of what you're looking for on a filter. And I talked about this early on in FIFA. Like, remember on the web app when there was like Gammon, Bailly, you know, you got a few players in the Premier League from the Ivory Coast, like Zaha, that were all selling really high, but you could get on the same filter. Sometimes efficiency-wise, it's a really, really smart way to trade. Like, you get ahead of the curve, and you make some extra coins, like, with certain specific filters, right? That can be very profitable, and it can do very well for you. So I always look at it as a way to maximize your time, but I'm not really seeing anything right now. So this is going to be, maybe this is an L. Maybe we just got like a lucky Outerworld that popped up. I don't know. I don't see any. Oh, no. Did I reset it? Okay. I get so nervous, dude, when you switch the screen. Like, if it's going to mess it up. Let me go up here a little bit. 16,250, 16,5, 16,750. All right, so 17 now. So we listed ours a little bit cheap. Oh, 17. Okay, 17. So we just got to hope that somebody undercuts, man. That's the reality. We just got to hope that somebody undercuts. Now, tax at this level, what I always look at tax is that at 50K, it's 2.5. So at 25,000, it's 1,250. So the tax at like this card rate is about 700 coins, 750, 800. So keep that in mind. So like to beat the tax, what you guys are seeing is I'm doing 15,750. So that's the max that I want to pay because I know the max I can sell it at is 17,250 at the moment, right? So 17,250 means that we're going to still make about 750 coins, but we want to try to get anything under that 15.5 mark. But I put the 15,750 just because we will take anything that pops up at that range. Now, this is not working. But I'm trying to give you guys concepts of like ways you could do it if you don't want to just do like the generic filter. I'm trying to give you guys ways that like you could look for it to pop up. I mean, this is one way that you could do it. I really want to get one to pop up on this filter, but this is crazy. Nobody's popping up. It's crazy because I searched Otherworld and he popped up right away, but then I get on this and it doesn't work. There we go. 14K. So 14K, and then we're going to list it up real quick at 17,250. Right? And then you guys can see, obviously, that is some coins, man. So that's like, what, 2,500? And look, at the end of the day, it all adds up. You can't complain. It all adds up, boys. At the end of the day, that is profit right there. So can't be mad, and we'll take it. And then look, that took me, what, 2 or 3 minutes? So, you know, it's efficient, bro. That's the thing. Oh, I missed it. Wow, I still got it. So then you look at this, right? And we know that we can sell Vertonghen a little bit higher, right? Vertonghen does sell a little bit higher. So we'll go 17,750. And look, every card we're sniping on this filter is about 2 to 2.5. Now, we may get lucky and get some at like 13, but this is why this is a really good filter, because you can see that now we've already got a Vertonghen and an Otherworld. So we got them both. 15K, boom, we'll go list at 17,500. And I can do this all day, but I won't. Trust me, guys, I won't. The 17.5, you get about 1,500 on that one. Everyone adds up. And then the thing that's cool about this is you can set this up on players that are like lower budget. So the way that Shadow Chem Style works is a lot of the time players who are like worth 5 or 6K, with a Shadow, they'll be worth like 9 or 10 because the Shadow Chem Style is worth so much that their profit margin is a lot bigger. And also with cards like that, they aren't actually like... With cards like that, there's like no tax on those cards. Like you guys can see still with Vertonghen and Otherworld that like we are still dealing with some tax here. Because we're still getting taxed about 750 coins. But there's some cards down, like when you get under the 10,000 coin range, you're getting taxed pennies at that range, man. There's like absolutely zero tax down there. So sometimes those cards are really good to trade with because you're just not even getting hit with any sort of tax. So I really do enjoy sometimes trading with like those kinds of cards because the tax is so little that it's pretty beautiful. So just something to keep, just some food for thought. What I would like to do right now, while this is working really well, is try to find like maybe a few other, trying to think of like a few other filters that we could use right now to do this in my head. Well, I want to try to get one more just to show you guys how crazy good this one is, but I do want to think of like another filter too that we could get to find some stuff on here like this, because I think in a way there's some profitability with other filters. But so as you guys can see, we went from 15 mil on the max down to 1760, which is like 5 to 10 minutes of sniping, and we've gotten like 5 cards, which is a really good success rate. We haven't had a red on any of them, which means that nobody's on this filter. Obviously, after this video, people will be, but I'm just showing you guys more of the idea of how well this can work for you. And it's gonna take some time. As long as, like, look, if I wanted to right now, I could list this guy at 16,750, but I'm not in a rush, right? So we'll wait and we'll take our coins. There's no rush for me on selling these cards, so we'll just wait. And yeah, so this has been a really good filter. Look at this, they just keep coming. 14,250. It's amazing, man. This is really good. So right now, as you guys can see, we're getting these cards cheaper than their actual gold card is going for. So 14,250, I mean, he's 14,750 to 1,500 right now, or 15,000. So we're actually getting them basically 700 coins cheaper than their sale price, and then we're going to list them 2,000 coins over, 2 to 3K over, because of their added chemistry style value, which is really, really nice, right? So just something to keep in mind, boys, that it's a really good way to make money, and that you could do this. So let me take a look at some other filters and see if there's anything else, just to give you guys like some more thought or perspective. I do want to go to, let's see, like, is there a way we can do this with like a hunters and attackers? Lucas, Longley. Oh, Longley. I'm trying to think right now. So De Jong, Lacazette. You can't really do this with Lacazette. Semedo, you could do this with like, I wish you had to, oh, that would be tight. I mean, look, guys, at the end of the day, I'm sure you guys can start to figure this out on your own on what to do with other filters. But I'm sure there's other, what I'm trying to look for you guys is there other combinations like this one that you guys can use? And I'm sure there are. So just do your homework, man. Look into it and see if you guys can find any. I'm sure there are. You guys can see we already got a sale on Ottawa, which is really nice. And yeah, so that's going to be it for the video today, man. I don't want to keep you guys here too long. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. Hopefully the video is good and helps you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.